not good.
Dan. Oh, I feel like if I'd heard it like in a specific time, I would have been the same. I felt okay. Like I had a little distance from it, but it does put you right there in that moment. It's really sad.
Wow.
Yes.
I also feel the same way about the Axel F.
Yeah,
Crazy
so,
Frog song.
yeah.
Everyone to Lost Lore
I
Academia.
literally was like lying on the couch. I was like, I had it on repeat one, and I was like,
He's
just
gonna
like
keep
one
going,
more,
don't worry.
just one more, just one more.
Uh-huh.
That one
And
actually caught me off guard.
what? That I'm being vulnerable about my emotions?
No, that Philip went live just now.
So
Normally
yeah, we're
it's
talking
happening.
about how a week and a half ago on a Saturday, I was lying fetal on the couch for over an hour listening to Say Don't Go on repeat, and it made me very depressed.
I asked him for some juicy details about his life, and that's where we went.
I'm also ordering
And
myself.
the juice in question is tears.
Yeah, emotion juice.
Oh, that sounds gross. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
well, you know what?
That was rough. That's a
Anyway,
rough
I'm also
one.
ordering myself an advent calendar right now.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of advent calendars, hey, great segue.
I feel like, how does anyone like just not open them all upon arrival? How are you doing this?
Welcome to the Lost Taverns. I know that it's Lost Caverns, but every time I have to say Lost Taverns.
Oh yeah.
Big T energy.
Yeah, they want you to say that.
This is the front cover. Here is the interior illustration. So far, we have 4 dice from this set. We have a D10 with a spider upon it, a silver spider. We have a D10 with gems. Okay, Jay, you probably would like this. It's super sparkly with a gem
I do
design with
like
white.
that.
Yeah. And then we have 2 from the dwarven smithy line with these double dwarven hammers. So, to my players right now, if anyone can guess what die I open here on day 5, you'll get a special
you mean, like,
game treat.
You're talking about like it's like what side or what decoration?
Size and design.
What are our design options again?
The design options are dwarven hammers, gemstones, and spider. The dwarven hammer has already done the D12 and the D4, and the others have both done their D10.
You have to get both right?
Spider D8.
Spider D8 is Dan's guess. You have to get both right.
Gem D6.
Gem D6, Spider D8. Do you want to put a guess in?
Yeah, I'll do Spider D4.
Spider D4. Here for box 5. A Spider D4, a Spider D8, or a Gem D6. Guys, we had 2 of the right elements spread between Kajay and Erin. But
Poor D.
what we have for you today is a Gem D4.
Oh man, I almost said that.
Hey, what's a gem D for?
I don't know, but I gotta get a Gem D because it looks like fun. Would you like to do the inaugural roll or shall I?
Oh no.
First roll is a 4, baby! Max damage on that Gemtastic magic missile. Or, for our English friends, magic missile. We've had a lot of fun here on this stream. Sometimes we get down to business and actually play. This one, I don't know what kind of comes and goes. A lot's been going on in this game, but there are some I've been upright with I've been forthright, upright, etc., about it.
Upstanding.
This game has some design flaws, much like the gems in the gemstone D4 that I opened today. There are some minor design flaws, and one of the design flaws of this game, even though to some people that's just what the game is and it's fine, is that this game requires an inordinate amount of admin. I think that's the term you even used for it. You said it's a lot of admin. And I was like,
It's called spreadsheeting the gathering.
it's so much spreadsheeting. They build so many characters in spreadsheets and never use them. They never take them into the places to do their stuff. Now, to me, there's something conceptually
Not enough time.
Exactly, because all the time is spent on unlocking stuff, and the very real danger of how do we get Connor back? So,
We are doing that. That is the goal.
for some characters.
I mean, I can think of at least one character who is happy with the switcheroo.
Honor.
Connor's probably very happy. I mean, Frankie, after the ride you got to take 2 weeks
That's who
ago,
I was thinking of. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's not a bad situation for you.
No,
I mean, the best part was Aaron realizing what I was saying as she was mid-drink.
I forgot all about the excitement.
Well, in that case, let's do a little bit of a recap.
Recap?
Which, because I don't want to say we're stalled, because Kevin will actually be here tonight. We will have a DJ3 appearance, but he's late, so we are going to start, but we're slow playing things.
Who does he think he is? Teleportia?
Yeah, teleport.
5 minutes away.
Does anybody know? If I had to guess, I would have said this, but I instead have looked it up like a fool, so therefore nothing's on the line for me. Does anybody know what recap is short for? The term.
Recapturing?
It is recapitulate. In the sense of provide a summary. I'm sorry. Do you like that or do you dislike that? I can't tell from your expression.
I like that I realized I didn't know, but I didn't feel that satisfied by the answer, I guess.
Let's see. It is from the Latin recapitulare, which means go over the main points again. I wonder if capit is the same as head. Because capital and decapitate, they all come from your
Well, then what I wonder is then why, if it's recapitulate, then why is capitulate to, like, surrender?
Great question.
How come it's preemptive and why can't it be just emptive?
Can I make an emptive strike? Can I make a post-emptive strike?
Is that a post? Never mind.
Oh. How interesting. There's literally a there's a grammarphobia blog entry on this. The two verbs both come from the classical Latin caput, which means head, and then which became capitulum, which means little head. It's also the source of the word chapter. So head and chapter, same Latin root. And yes, ladies, this is me thinking about the Roman Empire. So the point is...
So if I say, damn girl, I'd love some caput, they know what that means?
They won't, because unless they speak Latin.
Okay.
In what world?
In my dream world.
Okay, fair enough.
But if you just want a little head, you'd say, give me capitulum, because that literally means little head. But it seems that capitulate, therefore, the phrasing of it meant to draw up articles of agreement, like in terms, chapters, or so capitulate means we are giving you our, we're surrendering. Here's our terms of surrender. We're signing the documentation. Whereas recapitulate means to go over everything again, and therefore became to summarize.
Oh, I bet it was a real bummer when you had to go over again.
All right,
your surrender.
So now that you've written up all your surrendering terms, read them back over, proofread them.
Yeah, I need you to be a good girl and read me those terms of surrender.
I like that.
I had laughed so hard at Get a Little Head that I had forgotten entirely we were just talking about Latin words until this moment, and I was brought back to it.
See, the Roman Empire can be sexy, ladies.
Guys, ladies, because you don't understand, between the aqueducts,
Oh,
the Latin language, and Spartacus, was that Rome? Was that Greece? I don't care.
that's Rome. That's Rome.
The point is,
Roman roads. Roman roads being the reason that car lanes are the way they are today.
we also know that Roman candles are they're not, it's, no, I'm not saying it's the best firework. I'm just saying a Roman candles are pretty fun.
The right to Rome.
You're Rome if you want to, all around the world. We're
Yeah.
getting into what we're now saying is a different word. Not as sexy as the Winter Soldier's murder strut. I don't know if I know what that refers to. Does the
It's
Winter
probably
Soldier...
when he's like walking around with his gun while he's real evil.
Oh.
Because
That's considered... That's a good look.
chicks dig the bad guy.
Well, especially if they can change him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They can fix him. They can fix him by saying a phrase that's out of a code book that will undo his programming.
Oof. Yeah, what if every bad guy...
So he is literally fixable, though. So, just matter of factly, he can be fixed.
And then Captain America fixes him. And why didn't they do the because there's a lot of gay love story undertones, which I don't know, they should have just done. I was watching an episode of Superman the Animated Series from 1998, and there's a character in it who there's like Maggie Sawyer. She's like a detective, and like in the comics she was gay, and in the cartoon when she was at the hospital they just had like a woman with her like holding her hand. I was like, oh wow, that's a real like
That's brave.
slide in there, Warner Brothers Animation. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
She was in the hospital.
She was in the hospital because Apocalypse attacked. That, and by Apocalypse, I don't mean the X-Men character from the Marvel Universe, not Apocalypse. The planet of Apocalypse, led by Darkseid. And by Darkseid, I don't mean Thanos, because they look so similar. I mean Darkseid.
Because they're the same person.
Kind of. You know who Darkseid 100% just is? More so, like, Darkseid is Darth Vader. It's like, it's ludicrous. There's like, yeah, anyway. Do I mean Steppenwolf? Well, Steppenwolf's not in the next episode. Steppenwolf is in Apocalypse Now Part 2, and it is spelled Apocalypse Lips, because that's how.
I don't know, Pierce. Would you like to be right between the sound machine?
Wow. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I get what he's doing. I get what Dan's doing here, guys. Last night
The cloud of sound I dreamt in the night.
Sure, I was doing the Aladdin's lamp part, but that's fine too.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
This is really just you and me having fun here.
I mean, I guess I'm having fun. Are you having any fun?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to. It's just a question. Let's talk about whatever the hell is going on in this game.
You didn't ask me.
I'm sorry, you were getting candy, so I assumed you're fine.
First of all, it's ice cream.
It's ice cream?
Yep.
Is it? Oh, you know what? When I saw it with the coloring that it was, I assumed it would be the thing I would be getting, and then I realized you'd never be eating that. I thought it was some kind of Reese's peanut butter cup situation because it looked really
You'd never
orange.
be eating that?
I like peanut butter and I like chocolate. I don't like them together.
What? You know what I had today? They have these Trader Joe's like you know, there's like chocolate cigars. They have like these basically they have, like adult Dunkaroos, where it's like a pack of like
Pirouettes?
what?
The pirouettes?
I don't know what they're called, but they also have like a little peanut butter you could dip them in.
Oh no, not that.
Oh, it sounds terrible.
Like adult Dunkaroos is what it felt like.
Wow, I've never seen that.
Anyway, can we get back to the recapitulate?
Sure, let me recapitulate. If you guys would finally capitulate, I could recapitulate. In this game, Dr. Mark Stone, aka Armament. I guess I OKJ.
Anemone?
Brownie. Anemone.
Wait, why do I get another one?
You didn't catch it. Never mind. Just kidding. You don't. After major events over sort of the summer break, Connor has been swapped with Armament, aka Dr. Mark Stone. The professor, Professor Davies, has requested that you not do any research into this character, Gidana, sort of the devil, who has sort of appeared now in a Top Flight comic book. And he says, even though you guys like did a little bit like, oh, well, she's in there now. He'd already said, don't research Ubi Cosp, and I was like, don't look into her as well, because she hurt people in this place. They did, however, realize, upon Frankie just reading the latest issue of Top Flight West, that Connor seems to be in it as a character named Archetype. And he was already giving orders to the senior superheroes, and they were like, yeah, that is definitely him. And then the way Lumen responded to Armin was like, yep, that's definitely this is my world for sure. This is what I was just doing, and it's there. The group, however, had a long discussion then about the Tome of Tales, a book that they had found in the library once before with Amaterasu when she performed a retcon of some kind, one of the Master Mages, who... I think you all know roles are required for this, but it's very clear that in the earlier days of your sort of existing in this thing, the Master Mages played a massive role. Now they don't seem to really be a part of what's going on in your access to the Dreamlands as you summon all these characters. Seems like things have shifted. You now just have your own little area and you're just kind of creating stuff rather than journeying through that and interacting with them. there also were sort of a lot of discussion of, are we going to let the characters set up a fight club? Some people said this would be fun, we want to watch it. Other people were like, are there weird interpersonal dynamics at play? Callie, I think, ultimately thought that they do have different levels of power, but they don't seem to necessarily be able to like literally control each other, aside from whatever pre-existing social dynamics. This is sort of more Frankie's addition to this conversation. In any event, Elbrand, who like the character Armament just loves this guy Elbrand. He's so nice and cool, and like he's a real non-Findon. Elbrand was going to look into this for you guys to see what characters would or would not be interested in some kind of like fighting situation, a friendly fighting thing, because they have found they can't really just like they can't really just they haven't gotten into any fights. These characters, they're not like, you know, getting into fisticuffs here and there. Harley May also continued to bother Frankie by being a graduate student who was allowed to be the TA for this rather than Frankie herself. So that's been a continuing issue. The characters then went on a summoning spree, or the students rather went on a character summoning spree, summoning so many characters and spending around 5,000 inspiration. At the end of this, they had all of the Mistwalkers, all 13. They had all but one of the Dreadlords required to summon Maisie. The only one they're missing is the Fleecing Schemester, who requires the collection of 3 special items. They have one already. They have the cigar, I believe, right?
Yeah.
They have the cigar. They do not have the beer, but they do have they could go to that location and try to get the beer. But then the last thing they need is the sort of bikini magazine swimsuit. What the fuck is it? It's called? It's preposterous. I don't have that tab open. Hold on.
The Bikini Girl magazine swimsuit edition.
Yeah, which is I'm very happy with that title. So if they're working on this, they would do this. However, Callie didn't love it, although I think Callie was more okay with it than KJ as a player was. When the Stone Man, the first mythic character summoned, appeared, everything went dark, and his kind of like desperate cracking voice really made everyone uncomfortable. But he has now gone directly to the Performing Arts Center, followed by Tatiana Temple, who's like, finally someone worthy of my time. Yes. Let's see. DJ3 drew from the Deck of Wonderful Things, drawing talons and getting courtship nail tips, which have taught him everything he wanted to know about herbs and spices. And Armin was like, do you know about Chicola? Which, interestingly, Archetype knows all about Chicola in a way that I think Lumen did not. Lumen was like, was it Lumen who said, how do you know about Chicola? Was that 3 weeks ago? Was it Lumen who freaked out
Something like that, yeah.
Archetype knew, or was it somebody else?
It was Lumen.
It was Lumen. Cool. Frankie pulled Armament aside, explained her parasocial relationship with him, just was wondering if he could fly. He flew her around, no big deal. Was it the best moment of her life, you think?
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah.
She has some notes, but it was amazing.
So it was the best moment of Frankie's life.
Oh, right. Could have been better.
For Dr. Mark Stone, it was a Wednesday.
Oh, it was,
Because we're on Wednesday. But with that, our students have spent the past 2 weeks, yay, a fortnight. And no, I don't mean the games that all you Gen Zs play. What I mean is 2 weeks together, spelled NIGHT. So, don't get too excited. They spent the past 2 weeks doing a study abroad event, which is more looking into the nature of the study abroad situation. They have earned catalog points. And I can now reveal to you, because we have actually... Oh yeah, everything locked at 5 o'clock today, I forgot. Or it's locked right now. The point is, you have earned a nice, beautiful, round number, 70 catalog points. Congratulations. You needed... I think you needed like 25 to be able to find the Tome of Tales immediately, which you will be able to do. But tell you, had you gotten a 75, that would have been great. 100, the point is, 70 is a good round number. There's a good, solid thing here. And the people who weren't, you can, and Callie, if you want to, you can blame all of the people who wouldn't stop still looking for the beach read. In spite of there being...
it's okay. I'm more astonished that we hit 70 and you're just like, 75 would have been better. Like, what? You just Frankie. You just said, oh yeah, I have some notes though.
I think
like,
I think Frankie's a very worthwhile person to emulate. She's goal oriented. Good for her. With that, we can begin today's session. DJ3 is probably will be here in just a few minutes, but we'll go ahead and sort of start into this because those hockey players.
Should we roll?
Oh yes, and everybody, let's roll for your luck today. So you'll roll 4d8 and tell me the sort of highest degree of match you get there from. Good call.
2 4s.
2 4s.
8s.
2 8s. You both have 4. Any matches?
No.
You only have 3 luck today. I'm very sorry to say. I'll amend it, but the nice thing about luck is your luck can really change. Oh, here comes Dr. Holden Thane, everyone. Dr. Holden Thane has entered the game. And you guys don't know what the name Dr. Holden Thane means, because in this game, he's called something else. But those who watch on Mondays know that if Dr. Holden Thane were in this game, there'd be a lot more being on point. Good science. That's right.
Science.
On Mondays, Kevin is the sort of like straight man. Kevin's the one keeping everything running. It's wild.
As it should be.
And boy, is he surrounded by some silly characters. On some level, Ka is the silliest, because Ka, despite seeing nothing but madness around him, just keeps saying these this special effects are really good. This is really good LARPing, you guys. Congratulations. Well done to all. We have... Oh, in answer, I just saw Book and Dagger say this. Used to be 50, used to be good. That is true, but you had 2 weeks this time, not 1 week. The amount expected to be gotten to is larger. That's why I was thinking you might hit 100 over 2 weeks. Okay. But now I won't see more chat because I'm having to close that since I was just there to open up the thing for this. So Kevin, you have literally only missed the recap of 2 weeks ago. You've missed no game. So
excellent.
There we go.
On time as usual.
So at this point, you guys were expecting the DJ3 might not make it there until the last minute, but he kind of comes running up with the hockey bag behind Callie and Frankie as they approach. Dr. Mark Stone is probably standing already because he didn't have any classes that he had to go to. So the 3 of you were there. Oh, but I actually need to roll something now that I think about it. Callie, Nova told you that the ghosts told her to stay away again. Okay. So, as you guys walk up, the professor is there. God, that's a good water bottle there, Dan. The professor is sort of waiting for you, as is Harley May, who, as you walk in, Harley says, "Hi, Callie. Hi, good to see you.
Hello.
Hi, Doug, or DJ3. What did you want us to call you again?"
Either one works.
Okay. Hi, Frankie. Oh, I really like your top.
Thanks, Hannah.
She kind of she smirks and just writes, makes a little note. Frankie shades Harley. I love it. As you guys gather, Mo will say, it looks like you kind of I know you guys have been doing a lot of work on some of these bigger things, but there's only one packet here that I think we said would be ready for you to do whatever you do down there. And it is a packet, probably to your interest, Frankie, on the character Lumen from Top Flight. I would imagine that Armament might also be intrigued that Lumen is now ready for summoning.
I mean, yes, I of course bring in another hero, one that I know very well, and one that would do a lot of good in general. Always a plus.
But Mo will sort of also probably just, Mo will even give you and yeah, as far as the rest of it goes, it looks like your most of the other work you've done is on something called, you're working on this thing called the Shergoth, which in game you all know about this, so I should point this out. Frankie, in the most recent issue of Formation Nation, a character named Rena Rude came up with an idea to help the mental state. She was told a guy whose name is actually Zeb, and when Steel Trap's not around, he goes by that. But when Steel Trap is there, his name is Zach. He said, he's like, Rena, give me an outside the box idea. She rolled some stuff and discovered that a Shuggoth. Do you know what a Shuggoth is, Kevin? From like Lovecraftian, it's like a tentacled interplanar monster thing, very scary. A Shuggoth is this horrible thing that will like outside our dimension who will like rip you to shreds through invisible tentacles. Cool. But a Shergoth is a very rare version of it that goes into your mind and gives you like perspective and tranquility and helps you work through your trauma and emotional troubles.
That's sweet.
It is sweet. And probably upon reading it, you're like, oh my god, this is sweet. We should also summon Rena, I guess. But instead, what you've all been doing all week is working to bring this Shergoth, this interdimensional mental health provider. Go ahead, Dr. Mark Stone.
Have I ever heard, like, before getting transposed to this universe, have I ever heard of these things?
So, excellent question. I love it. We're rolling on it, absolutely. Let me look. Okay, your Magic Arcana is a +2. I'm going to say make an analyze roll with your Magic Arcana, so you'll get 5 dice total. Be aware that this is a super obscure thing.
Yeah.
So, you'll need
2 sevens. So.
2 sevens. It is not even familiar. You know what? Because it's about the cosmos, we'll say that you really know what a Shuggoth is.
Okay.
So hearing that it's a riff on it, you're like, okay, that's weird. Yeah, never heard of a Shergoth.
Yeah.
But because you know everything from that freaking issue last time, you do know that what half won people over is when Rena explained, well, it's who, like Team Tomorrow, the Rocket Squad. Ace Rocket from the Rocket Squad saw one. And so that probably would make Armament similarly to all the people who heard that go, okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
The Rocket Squad is kind of like the Top Flight equivalent of like the Fantastic Four. It's kind of like a found family. They all wear rocket packs. I don't know. Guys, we're just here to have fun. So with that in mind, your main activities over the past week have been on it's been a lot. It's been finishing up Lumen over the past 2 weeks. It's been researching this new thing called the Shergoth. And it's been looking into something called the Final. Dr. Mark Stone, that is
I'm not a fan of that.
That is a smaller contingent of people doing that, although a couple days there actually were like a few people. But that's been a persistent thing. The Final is still being researched. It's not even being transcribed. People are just looking for all references to the Final in various Top Flight books or whatever. But so far, a lot of research.
I just thought we had a final exam. Just looking for it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess I have to point like that because I'm backwards. Yes. The other thing, however, so aside from that, there's been a little bit of research into other subjects as well. Some kind of, one-offs here and there. But the other thing that's had a lot of looking into is something called the Beach Read, a location, which Dr. Mark Stone, aka Armament, I think you understand is with the end goal of summoning Maisie. But that has been what's going on the past 2 weeks. However, all that Top Flight research has given you guys additional understanding of maybe the nature of that world and maybe how the Tome of Tales worked there and maybe how you could try to find it in the library. So, if you choose to look for it, it's also, you don't have to do it this session. You'll have those catalog points forever. So if we don't look for it this session, but look for it later, that's fine too. But the point is, you guys can attempt to find and use the Tome of Tales today if you'd like. But as you sort of, are you want to go ahead and ride down and check things out there, do a summoning, or?
I would like to bring an aspect of Lumen.
Absolutely. So, if you guys head down below, Wednesday will greet you and say, here are the sticky buns, miss. She'll kind of, none for you, of course, but she'll give sticky buns out to everyone else. How is everyone doing today?
Great, thank you very much.
Fantastic.
I'm so happy to see you all again so much. Harley's just like, I'm gonna be able to write so many books. Elbrand waves at you all. Elbrand comes over along with Armament, and I would imagine that by this point, like, Armament has a little, like, contingent of, like, Susan will be with Armament for sure. The Astromancer is always with Armament. Synth Devil and Rocky Jumper, kind of, so there's the heroes of Top Flight are now all moving, plus Elbrand. Heroes plus Elbrand, because
Because he's the leader now?
We all know that deep down, it is Elbrand who, if anyone's a hero, it's Elbrand. And in fact, Dr. Mark Stone, would you do me a favor and give me a look roll as you arrive here?
A look roll. All right. 2 4s.
As it happens, with 2 4s, which, yeah, I'm going to say that's music, harmony. Oh, the sound, absolutely. One thing that you see, I can't really perform it with this based on what's in various people's hands, but you do notice that, like, upon seeing you guys, or, like, right before they see you guys exiting, in the distance, character Armament and Elbrand are giving each other, like, a windmill high five, like a whoa, kind of thing, because it's like such good friends.
BFFs forever, man.
I hate this so much.
Good. You also notice Dr. Mark Stone with a 4. I'll say you notice it anyway. But there is this one guy, though, kind of like off to the side. This guy named Train Sadie Tell, just like glaring at character Armament, like, bad judge of character.
What about Rawlings? Is he also hanging out with Elbrand there?
I think it has canonically been established that Rawlings and Train Sadie Tell, like, they both don't like Elbrand, because probably Elbrand once offered solid food to Rawlings.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
However, as you sort of arrive, you can do some summoning, and if you're ready to summon Lumen,
Ooh.
So there's Lumen. That's the best I could do. The hair's okay. I put 2 clear. She's got just glowing power in her hands, and for fun fact, her body is a snowtrooper body from Star Wars. So yeah, I didn't have enough white bodies, but there you go.
Who's a girl?
Lumen. Lumen shows up, and immediately upon arriving says, "Oh no, I've been pulled into darkness. Oh, there is some light here. Perhaps it's not all darkness."
Lumen.
Oh, Armament. Thank goodness.
Okay.
Wait, Armament, why are there 2 of you? And the other Armament's kind of coming over.
This is. Imagine you are a simulation here, or a character, a conjuration.
A simulation? If I were a simulation, I would know that I was a simulation. I wouldn't need it explained to me. That seems like a lie.
You're a character. You've been summoned here. You're an aspect of yourself.
Was I summoned through darkness?
No.
Okay, well then it's okay. I guess you're here. Oh wait, I see many villains over there.
Wednesday.
Hello, allow me to give you an orientation. I don't like you. You seem bad. The way you talk is bad. And though sometimes people who talk bad wind up being good, like Synth Devil, hello, Lumen, it's good to see you. I still think on some level Synth Devil is bad. Also because on some level Synth Devil is bad. Synth Devil is from hell. Hello.
Hi.
I'm Lumen. I'm from Follow.
I'm Frankie. Sorry.
Is this a greeting where you're from? What a strange greeting. It serves no purpose.
Yeah.
In the distance, you go ahead, DJ3.
Say I am Doug.
Hello, Doug. Doug, do you worship darkness in all its forms?
I mean, sometimes.
Oh, then I don't want to be friends with you.
Oh.
Well, what are we doing here? Are there evils to vanquish? You suddenly, from sort of across the way, she's kind of looking at, she's just turning to Callie. Looks like she's about to say something to Callie, but then you hear this voice going, "What? Who's this broad?" And do. And she says, "Oh, look at you! You were a cute little animated cartoon. That is funny." I'm not. What? I mean, I am cute. Thank you so much. But something about her seems familiar. I don't know if I like it or not. Well, as long as you don't worship the darkness, I like you fine. Well, I used to have to deal with shades of gray, which I hated. Oh, I hate shades of gray. That's basically darkness. Okay, yeah, I think this one gets it. Meeting of KHA characters. Okay.
Make a lot of blonde characters, I'm realizing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because also,
Callie is also
that's
blonde.
Callie.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, let me see. Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Callie.
Also, Callie's hair would have been the bun that Lumen did. Oh well. The reason I didn't have the right hair was because you'd already used it.
Okay.
All the blondes. In any case, Lumen is basically just like, all right, well, I will go do this orientation. I hope that there's no darkness here. But why are there two armaments?
I am actually armament. I was transposed here by Rocky Jumper.
Oh, there's Rocky Jumper. I don't really care for Rocky Jumper. I don't get Rocky Jumper. What's the point? I don't understand.
Rocky Jumper is an American hero.
Rocky Jumper sits there and with a sort of stoic quietness just really conveys the idea that it's not really even upset by Lumen's feelings. It respects and understands them, but you know, Rocky Jumper's a rock, and rocks can take a lot, and eventually they will erode and they can break, but also
Over thousands of years.
you know, I think old Bob Seger sang it best, you know, like a rock. It's a classic rock song. But enough about Bob Seger. For the love of God, can we stop talking about Bob Seger? Jesus, guys. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll talk about night moves for 5. I'll do my type 5 on night moves, and then it's over. Points all our own, sitting way up high. Way up firm and high. That's what he sings in that song, you guys. Oh, okay, anyway. So, that's some Lumen fun. Lumen goes off to get oriented. This one looks around for a few moments and goes, all right, it's boring again. I'm going back to my apartment. The pie stays behind for a moment, shaking in the air, and then follows her off. So, Elbrand will say, by the way, whenever you guys want to talk about it, I do kind of have, like, there are several characters who were 100% interested in a fighting system. And then...
All right.
About, there were another, we'll say, I want to say about half as many again, or maybe almost as to double that number, who were interested. Maybe they'd maybe want to see how it worked first. But a lot of
Let's
people,
bring
I
it
think,
in.
have some aggression. Oh, bring it in. Okay.
We're the ones who were interested, and were the dividing lines split by heroes and villains at all?
Oh no, there's a good number of heroes who seem to want to participate. that the character armament, he seemed interested. Just kind of, he was more saying it's like just to like
Training and testing skills. Yeah. that
training,
makes sense.
testing skills. Also, just being there. He kind of said it would be good to keep an eye on things.
Yeah.
And then Susan wanted to participate. Susan goes, hi. And several of the villains did. Also, a lot of these new Mistwalkers who... Boy, these Mistwalkers are a hoot, you guys. I gotta tell you, some of these Mistwalkers, I feel like the world they came from, it must have been really hard there. It must have been really crazy in this sort of horror place. And then, Jumpin' Gianna sort of pushed everyone else out of the way and said, I want in. So, yeah, some villains, criminal types, but, you know, it's a good number of characters. Interestingly, no one from that place of Voluptua wanted to. And when, it took a while, I had to ask them in groups, because a lot of, whenever one wasn't below the surface of the hot tub, I could ask them, like, are you interested in this? And as they were getting air, they'd be like, yes or no, and then they'd go, get back to doing whatever they do there.
You just stood there waiting to ask a question while one was submerged underwater?
Well, I think two of them were technically. They've made it very clear that everyone is welcome and encouraged to sort of just stand around. In fact, they've repeatedly asked Wednesday if any of the just like minor characters, if they're not assigned to any jobs, if they can just come watch them. That's been requested.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
they're,
I guess I'll be back.
DJ3 runs off like Duchess Contessa, leaving like cartoon lines. Yeah, so that's what I got for you for today. Just let me know if you are going to build a place. Absolutely, people will be excited about that. But it's, they're ready for it.
What about the casino? Were they ready for that too? Spoke to one person who was.
There is no casino. There's not.
Someone was very interested. Yeah.
Hey there. Yeah,
There's not
buddy.
going to be a casino.
That's
You have
the
already
fella.
proven
Here's the
unreliable.
fella I've been waiting for.
Money.
Hey, how's
Yeah.
it going there, Lucky? I am ready for that casino whenever you are.
There's no casino.
I got some fun numbers games. If you
There's
want
no
to play
casino.
a little, if you want to play a little 3-card
there's
money,
no
we can
casino.
do that.
Sir.
See, this guy, he's already
There's no,
thinking.
no, there's no
She's-
casino.
The gambler's
There's
the girl.
no-
Sorry, yes.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
ma'am,
yeah.
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
There's no casino.
Well,
There-
not
Yeah,
now.
there's
There's
no
not,
casino
of
yet.
course.
No, and
But if
and
we
not
put our
later
minds to it,
either.
there could be
No,
one
no.
later.
No, there will be no.
Oh.
There will be no casino. I feel like you're ignoring me. It's very important.
I
that you
am
understand
because you're a bad bet, but you, on the other hand,
No, I'm not.
Want to make a bet? Want to make things interesting?
No, because there's no
Callie,
casino. You
Do I
cannot.
want to make things interesting?
No, there's no.
I
There's no.
bet
There's no betting.
Harley
There's
can
no
take
casino.
more notes than you.
There's no casino. No.
Who's Harley? I'm Harley. Sorry. Ooh.
Oh no.
Competition? Yeah. Okay.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
I got an idea.
No.
No.
No idea. No, thank you.
I mean, I'm not allowed to have ideas. Is that what we're
No,
saying?
you.
I think everyone's welcome to have
You are-
I
ideas here.
bet you
are-
I can. I bet you I can have a real idea.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's a lot. We really shouldn't be doing any gambling about note taking.
Teaches math.
No, it's not.
I don't want to make your friend feel bad. Whenever you're ready, you come find me, okay?
It doesn't feel bad. He is untrustworthy with the group money. Is all. He's proven it already.
What?
Yes.
The gambler
Wonder where he
says.
would be
The gambler
livid.
says. The gambler kind of says to you, like, "Come find me later." Then passes DJ3 and says, "Come on, I bet you
Yeah.
could triple the group money if you really wanted to."
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man, you
I
got some
think the
inspiration coins? Ooh, I've heard
He
those.
already
are
failed
very
to
good.
do that. He tried already and he failed.
Well, technically, I don't think that even happened anymore because it was retconned all away. So I don't.
I think
know
you
that-
No, but
still
we didn't,
do
we
have
didn't get our money back,
inspiration,
so
like,
I
you
feel
still
like
do
it doesn't
have.
matter. You still lost it.
Ooh,
We
it
didn't.
was
We
retconned
didn't
away.
recoup the losses.
Yeah, like
Ooh, I
I
love
feel
it.
like that didn't happen
Well
anymore.
then now
Like,
It
then,
didn't happen anymore.
then now's the
I feel like
chance.
the emptiness.
How much? Hey, how much inspiration you guys got? How many of those little like we used to call them dread coins, but here I guess they're just called like.
I don't know, a
dream
couple
coins.
thousand.
No, don't answer.
A
Why would
few
you?
thousand, huh?
No,
You know what?
That's group money, so it's not gambleable.
I think I
Not
got
eligible
away.
for the-
What if I told you
Uh-huh.
that I could double nay. Jean
No.
Triplehorn, your money.
No, thank you. No,
Jean
thank you.
Triplehorn. Look at
No,
that.
no. Absolutely, no, we're good. No, thank you.
Is it
No.
is it a sure thing?
No. See. When you say things like that, it makes me feel like I learned absolutely nothing from the first time around when you lost all of our money, and it's upsetting that you learned
Listen,
absolutely nothing.
That's what my teacher said.
listen to me. Your canonically blonde friend is right, okay? There's no such thing as a sure thing. But there's a
Set me on the
very,
ice.
very good bet. I got a great.
Dye my hair if I wanted to. I just.
No, don't. You look great. All right, well,
No, I know. I do. I wasn't
you
saying.
all know where to find me. I'll just be in some door frame, flipping a coin like this. She kind of does that with her fedora and walks away.
After she walks away, I'm just gonna put a hand on Doug's shoulder and say, Doug, she's gonna take you for everything you have and more.
The thing is that
Nah.
everything you have is actually ours as a group, so it's going to be everything of ours that you lose. So don't do that.
Nah. She
Yeah,
just
listen.
she hasn't met me yet.
I don't think that I would participate because I don't feel like I could really prepare enough to win 100%. But Callie, I really would like to know that you've got my back.
If you started gambling,
Well, I mean, don't you think I could do it?
do I think you could start gambling?
No, do you think I could take on what's-her-face with note-taking?
Oh, yeah, yes, absolutely, yes.
Thank you.
I
Harley.
There's only one way to find out.
Meanwhile, Harley is taking notes on all of this.
She's already got a head start. See?
no. See, Doug.
So, Harley will, upon taking these notes, say, okay, so, I did, one thing the professor had mentioned to me is that you as a group, occasionally, there's just so much going on and so little time to sort of do anything about it. So, here are the major action items right now. Unless, would you rather list them, Frankie?
No?
Okay. So, poor Harley. Harley is like, oh wow, this girl does not care for me, and well, nothing to do about that, I guess, but just try to be friendly, and oh, she might stab me. Okay. Well, anyway,
We'll keep you safe, Harley.
she'll say, okay, so, first of all, we could go back up to the library proper and look around for this tome of tales that might help us find information about your friend Connor and what's kind of, going on with all of this craziness. Option 2 is, I've kind of put this one in today after what was said. I'll even mention one that I know for Callie I think is a non-starter, but it would be the creation of some more locations here, in particular a fighting arena or a casino.
No. It was
A
that's not.
casino.
One combined arena and
No.
casino.
No, absolutely not. Okay, no. If it's a combination, then we're not even doing the arena. There's no.
We'll
we're
start
not-
with the arena.
No.
Lay the
But if you're gonna
foundation,
turn
lay
it
the
into a
groundwork.
casino,
I'm not gonna take it into a casino.
you taught the Dreamlings to gamble, and I
They
don't.
don't even exist anymore.
They do
Dreamlings.
exist. They're working all over the place. They give me the popcorn every time. I just feel like
Dr. Stone, do you know what Dreamlings are?
I'm not sure I do. No.
Okay, that's fine. I'll catch up. It's fine.
aren't there some working here?
Oh yeah, you can pull. I think
Okay, yeah.
some of them do work, and a lot of them also are just like attending all the
Yeah.
rides. They're like
Okay, fine.
those little purple people. Oh, those aren't characters. Those are okay. Great. Okay, and then the third option, just of the things that you have sort of on your list of stuff, is if you're trying to find this thing called Maisie, it does seem like the next thing you would want to do is go to Die Leckergärten, which my Google Translate that I did after I left here means the delicious gardens, the tasty gardens, but it's called Der Privatgarten, so the private garden of the tasty gardens. Is this one of those voluptua things? Because that's, I mean, I'm a sex positive person, but I don't want anyone to feel pressured into any things here.
Might.
Tasty Gardens? Let's do it.
Okay,
No,
so
I mean, shouldn't we look for the tome?
Or the arena, you're right.
No.
I am curious to
Ah,
see
they
what
are-
the these locations do.
Or the arena, you're right, he said. So, basically, this is a situation of, and I've kind of said this, like Harley can tell you which thing to do, but I also feel like that's a little, whatever, but, so I'm kind of giving you guys a moment to sort of discuss, but also Harley can just make a decision if you guys either don't come to a quorum or sort of just would rather have a decision made.
I think Tasty Gardens.
Armament is loosely suggesting Lacquer Garden.
Do that,
I want to find the Tome of Tales.
Okay. So it seems that Callie and Frankie want to do the Tome of Tales. Armament and DJ3 want to try out this their Privatgarten location. Are you comfortable splitting up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe Frankie and Callie can go upstairs and then the gentleman can stay down here and try that. Is Nova not coming tonight?
No, the ghost said no.
You can take her place with us if you want.
Said no.
I don't think she can.
I've tried to go on the rides. It doesn't let me. I'm able to sort of come and see this park, but I can't actually go on the rides. So yeah. So all right. Well then, if Frankie, do you think you can handle things upstairs? Should I stay here and watch them, or should I come with you?
What I think will be fine. Whatever you want to do.
Understood. Well then, I'll leave it in your very capable hands, and I will check with Armament and DJ3 about this Privatgarten place. All right. So good luck, and she'll stay.
As they're gonna miss out. A little party.
We could
Gardens.
ride at any time. It doesn't go anywhere. We can.
It's just a really good, warm up for building an arena. That's all.
I can't remember. Do we have a way of communicating when they're down there?
Yes, you can. It's not an instantaneous thing, but you can send more steel or a wellness sprite.
But there's no intercom.
There's no intercom, no, not between here and the library, sadly.
Okay.
We had one when we were making the satellite.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the satellite.
Oh, I hope the satellite's gone.
It is not.
Up ahead, overhead. Bloop, bloop,
Hate that.
bloop, bloop, bloop.
When it goes upside down, that was so cute.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. But I don't think that could the sat. I may be misremembering. I specifically don't recall you being able to instantaneously talk while you were in the library with down here. I think you could talk across.
There's in the tower here.
You could cross this tower to that tower, but you didn't.
Okay.
Would it be possible
That was in the
to make
before
something?
time.
Yeah, you could probably set that. It would require some doing, but you could absolutely set that up. Yeah.
That's part of an arena.
I have work to do.
I'm so sorry. As part of an arena. If we build an arena, we'll be able to talk through it.
It'll have it. It's your classic arena communications array.
All right. So.
Standard.
Standard. Right, Doc?
I don't know about that, but
All right. Well, good luck. We're excited to hear what you find. And Harley will head over to Der Privatgarten with Armament and DJ3. I would like for both sides. This is real like Venus versus Mars situation here. I'd like for both sides to please roll. Pick one representative for a luck roll. This is literally to see who goes first.
I need a roll luck?
Oh yeah, you should roll luck. Dr. Mark Stone, why don't you do it for your side? Callie, why don't you do it for yours?
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't screw it up.
I screwed it up. No matches.
2 sevens.
2 sevens. So, KJ, I know you're not super familiar with football, but you have an option here. You can either receive or defer. Do you want to go first or second? It's your choice.
Even if I didn't know football, I know what those words mean alone.
But I'm making the football gestures.
Defer.
Defer. All right. So, Armament and DJ3 will head to Der Privatgarten. Now, I'm going to say that Armament, this is your first experience with entering one of these locations. If you wanted to bring have you built any Armament character? Like, have you built any sheets using your Armament base and added characters to it?
I wasn't aware. I was not aware if that was. I genuinely didn't know if that's something I could do. So no, I have not.
No problem. If you wanted to bring a character in, you could, or you could just kind of go in and see what it's like on your own. Just for this first one, DJ3. Are you
mine.
asking for all?
Yeah.
Are you saying all performers here? Could you please read out all the characters who are coming with you?
Yeah, let's do it. We will start with Ellie Bog, still with us.
Hey, here once again. Always good to be in your head. Just like my ex is still in my mind.
The La Travadora.
Always happy to be here for you, DJ3.
Clang-a-lang.
Well, this'll be a great time. Jingle, 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 jingle.
Haldir. And
The main
all
character.
of the...
Oh, you don't see the Instagrams, but they were the Instagram post today, the 4 of them.
Oh, right, yeah. All 4 of them are coming.
So, okay, Haldir. So basically, now joining your little parade, and of course they're playing that, which means La Trovadora is now playing along with it, so adding some like flamenco guitar to that, and of course Ellie Bog is kind of singing along. Of
Paulette.
Paulette. So Ellie Bog is putting on, basically Paulette is putting on some actual like 30s jazz, and Ellie Bog is putting on some like deconstructed postmodern 30s jazz.
Yep. Wendy Raven.
Wendy Raven is putting on some like, yeah. So the 3 of them are like harmonizing. Great.
Bale.
Bale, yeah. Bale is there, and he's bringing the lower ranges. Oh, yeah. Great.
I
should have been
Thermidora.
holding these people all up, but I can't. Thermidora is just waggling her her lobster tail like crazy.
And then, of course, to bring it all... Oh, more Steel. Although she's not a performer, but she's...
This is going to be crazy. Wouldn't believe what happens after these. Ondom's everywhere.
And then Jacket Girl.
Jacket Girl's like, this music only makes me look better. God, I wish there were some old dudes here to watch.
Zell, as an old dude.
Zell is in your group as well?
I was going to bring Elbrun, but I thought someone else had him, so I didn't bring him.
That's fine. Zell's just behind going, oh boy, okay, yeah, I'm here.
And
she goes,
then,
perfect. Want to watch me
to
walk
bring it
away.
all together, the Stone Man.
KJ, if you'd like to mute your speakers, you can now.
Yep.
Oh man, I haven't had this much talent around me in such a long time. Hey everyone, listen to me. We're gonna make such nice music. Hey, all of us together, we're gonna make such good music. I don't know about you spacemen, but you've got the right sound for what I'm thinking. Something dark and throaty like a dying motorcycle. Wendy goes, I hate him and he's creepy, but God, he's brilliant. Anyway, he's done talking.
Did he do cocaine at the end of that?
That was
what
Wendy
was?
Raven, but yes.
Oh, okay.
She said he's something gross and creepy or bad and creepy, but God, he's brilliant. That's what she said.
Okay.
So DJ3, how many characters total is that?
That would be...
It's going to be an indecent.
16, I believe.
Okay, 16. Yeah, cool. All right, Dr. Mark Stone.
I'm just gonna bring in. I'm bringing in Armament, Syntheval, and Lumen.
Perfect. Oh, wait, are those all Top Flight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have any? Is there a?
No.
I'll tell you what. Because you're doing an all Top Flight party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to. This is not the standard thing for this. We'll just do this for now, and it's your first time. Give yourself like. Give yourself like an extra 5. Like don't increase your max power, but you have 5 current power higher than whatever your max would be with all of them on there.
Okay.
Cool. So as they So as as a pure top flight team, kind of top flight west, go there. The three of you, or the two of you, three of you with Harley, and with this huge retinue of characters all around, you approach Der Privat Garden, where there is, let's say, Evans, Dreamling on. There is a little Dreamling outside of it, who upon seeing you comes and says, "Oh, Guten Tag. Willkommen to der Privat Garten." I'm not sure I understand this language, I'm sorry, but they told me to read this to you all. Oh, you're supposed to show IDs, but they also said you don't have to, that's just to make you feel like it's a bar.
Then we won't. Also,
Okay.
I feel like some of you performers probably need to come set up shop here and help this guy out. But
Yeah, and it's, oh my god, if only V was here, V would be a performer for you. Like, I could do it, yeah, sort of.
who is this?
V's a character from, you're like, performer? V is Lauren's character from Top Flight. She's a professional singer
All right.
as well. Interestingly,
Put 'em on the
DJ3's
list.
performers, they're all like musical. They're all like music performers. There's no...
Well, there
No,
isn't.
there's one who is not.
Which one?
Haldir.
Is he listed as a performer, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, because he dances.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's music. I'm saying he doesn't have any, like, actors or comedians.
Oh, no.
So, as you guys, enter this thing, this kind of Dreamling will open the thing, as the two of you walk through, you suddenly have this sensation of all these minds in yours at once. Now, Armament, this is a newer thing for you. I know you're still building a sheet, so apologies. But Armament, if you walk in, it feels different because it is much more present than simply having comms, but at the same time, you probably have much more experience, like, having comms in it than any of these people. Also, you have, like, the Journeyer, so having a psychic connection is not as strange. But you basically, in your mind, hear Lumen say, "Well, at first I thought I felt darkness, so I hated this, but now I can see through your eyes, so I don't mind, as long as you don't look into any darkness. But we're here to support you." And then you hear your own voice going, "It's strange to be in my own head, but yeah, we got this, Doctor." And Synth Devil says, "I am also here to provide all manner of support. After all, Armament.
You're
What
only
do
here
I
to help. Look, this is why I brought you all with me. This is my first time, and I figured it'd be better bringing people I know and can work with.
Lumen says, "I don't know that I care for having this much proximity to Synth Devil. This seems very evil." DJ3, your mind is a genuine
Rocket.
cacophony as they all come in. For a few moments, it's almost too much to take having all these minds in your head until you hear a voice say, KJ, I'm sorry, say, "Silence! You'll all sing when I tell you to sing. You'll play when I tell you to play. You'll weep when I tell you to weep. You'll bleed. Well, we all bleed in the end, except for me anymore, baby. I'm just looking for someone who can someday wring some blood from my stone." But at this point, instead, you just, like, it's no longer a crazy thing. It's just kind of like they're all together.
Ready to make beautiful music.
All right. So, with I'm not going to attempt yours, DJ3, but Armament, sort of with this compliment in your head, the three of you step into a large and very beautiful outdoor sort of like beer garden. It is like just covered in these like really nice like ornate carvings, and it's kind of like there's a lot of like there are actually a few dreamlings moving around, but also there are now like summoned these kind of like serving sort of it's people wearing lederhosen carrying steins about. It's interesting though, if you look closer, you notice that all the carvings are kind of like a little unsettling, a little horrific in nature. There also are huge amounts of greenery growing here, and it almost seems at times like the plants are sort of moving. As you walk in, a sort of like one of these like beer maidens walks up to you. It's interesting. Her eyebrows seem to be made of wheat, and she has flowers all through her hair. And she says, "Guten Tag, Liebchen, und welcome to der Privatgarten. This is where you can be finding the absolutely best and bubbliest brews in all of the Leckergärten. Before you
I'll take one of each.
One of each. Well, before you begin, I am meant to ask you which level of brew you would like to drink today.
What are our options?
Well, we have...
Top.
Okay, well, there is a special brew, but you can only have it after you've tried all the others. DJ3, you understand that is the special thing you are looking for. That is, if you're trying to get the what is it called? The frosty beer is kind of at the last level, but first you have to do these other quests.
Do we have the modifier on each of them?
It appears that so you'll have to do it a few times. The first one will be at renowned rarity, then fable, then legendary, and then mythic. So you got to do it 4 times.
I guess you just want to start at the bottom and work our way up.
Nah, I got to start at the top, man.
You'll still have to do the bottom ones, though.
Got to jump right in, though, and
okay.
Show that you're the best.
You've done this before, so I trust your lead here.
All right.
So as you guys prepare,
doing that before.
You're doing you want. Oh shoot! God, this is a. Hold on, I actually don't know what this word. I mean, I know words for it, but I don't know how you say legendary in German. Legendär. I'm an idiot. I knew legend was the. Okay, so she would say, "Oh, legendär brew, diese Brau. Okay, yeah, okay. Have a seat."
Nothing but the best for us, right?
And suddenly, kind of like loud oompa music sort of begins to play, and she sort of goes back and says this, and all these people start dancing around. The steins are made of wood, and they have these horrible faces carved as they're sort of spinning around, moving here. Eventually, they come over and put down in front of you 2 brews. One has, we'll say, DJ3's, yours has like massive fangs. It looks like some kind of like wolf-like creature, just like snarling face full of like anger, these like eyes, and it's just like this massive open sort of mouth with all these fangs on it, kind of looking at you, and you can like hold it from the side and drink. Dr. Markstone Armament, yours looks more like some kind of like ogre with like big tusks and this like very like intense kind of brow.
Okay.
So,
cheers.
Do we just drink this? Is that?
Yeah, the challenge
What
is
else do you do with beer?
The challenge is to finish your beer.
Okay.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah, cheers.
All right, so as you both pick up your beers, you notice that the wooden faces on the beers sort of like animate, like, and it seems like these are actually very heavy objects. So the first thing you both got to do you lift? Hey, you lift, bro? You even lift, bro?
Yeah.
Can you both make a lift roll for me?
Alrighty. Gotta remember to do this again.
If I like manifest my armor, can I use the Guardian for this roll?
No, because it's not a weapon. It's not like a weapon thing. This would just be a.
Just like the base Guardian stat, or is that just for?
I think that's really only for when you're like it's like a weapon based thing.
Because there's a specific replicated weapon attack roll.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Could you just do the base Guardian? I guess if you'd be using your Guardian thing to do it, sure, that's fine.
I mean, if it starts to seem heavy, yeah.
Sure.
I'll spend 2 power to add another die on there.
Okay.
I did mine.
How'd you do?
5 4s.
5 4s? Okay. DJ3.
Music! It's perfect.
5 4 it is perfect. DJ3, you're kind of like, you pick it up and you can feel some resistance, but then you just hear a voice go, everyone on 1. 2, 3, and then there's just this like warmth of strength as you just pick it up, and it is moving in your hand. It's like it's beginning to like snarl and like bite at you, but you're just holding it like you don't even
moving to the beat.
Yeah. Armin, how did you do with your lifting?
3 threes and 2 1s.
3 threes. With 3 threes, you are able to pick it up, but it is kind of moving and sloshing, and like the tusked face is like like preparing to sort of come for you. Nevertheless, you're both holding it. Now, you can take a drink if you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
All right. As you both bring this thing to your mouths, the first thing that happens is the wooden teeth begin biting you, so you do both have to make a resist injury roll. Dr. Mark Stone, that's not as big a thing for you, but the point is, you kind of the purpose of this, as you sort of are probably now realizing, is you basically have to take, like, you have to, like, take the pain of this thing eating you as you drink it.
I will, since I only have 2 die in resist injury.
Oh no.
I will use some power to get more.
Sure, makes sense.
I guess I'll use 8 power.
8 power gives you 4 more dice.
Yeah.
All right.
2 5s and 2 1s. So I don't know which one would be better to use for this, but
2 5s or 2 1s. That legendary thing. I think there's no real difference between those, honestly. You guys are doing this is the legendary one, so okay, yeah. How are you doing, DJ3?
4 7s.
4 7s? All right, DJ3, you managed
coming out hot.
You managed to like drink, like you managed to just like you're just like, and like a couple of them are beating into you. You're just like, I don't mind the pain. Dr. Mark Stone, unfortunately, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead with this part.
Dr. Mark Stone, unfortunately, even with your sort of guarding and such, you are forced to spend 7 power to avoid taking damage.
damn.
From the sort of gnashing stuff of this. So, like, it's really hurting, so you're just having to use so much willpower, just kind of, like, slightly turn and avoid and not do this. Yeah, it's pretty rough. But both of you now bring the drink to your lips, and now, I need you to both roll. This is a very vitality-heavy one, I have to say, gentlemen, so prepare. There's 2 rolls you'll need. The first is the endurance roll, in order for you to keep chugging. To chug.
Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll do that roll straight.
Okay. And as for Callie and Frankie, I think we'll get to you guys soon.
Is it too late to like do something to like calm the mug down so it stops like fighting, or are we already like mid-drink?
With your 4, you're already this thing, see, all the challenges are all different. Some of them require different things. This one simply requires you guys to pick up, handle, and then the last one's going to be taste. I'll spell it out for you. It's just...
All right, well, I will use some more power then to get some extra die.
Understood. All right.
I got 3 8s.
3 8s. Very good.
Uh, 3 8s as well.
3 8s. It's an 8 kind of thing. You guys are... It's all about the secrets. The secret philosophy of drinking beer. Both of you, in this process, man, it takes so much. There is so much in here. It is rough. It is going through. You both have to spend another 9 power to avoid, like, kind of like upchucking this and like and pausing. If you don't want to spend that power, however, is everyone still able to do that?
I'm able to do it, but what's our option?
Your other option would be to stop, in which case you'd only use half that much and you'd stop drinking.
No, I'm not stopping.
Understood. Never gonna stop. Never stop.
Done.
Okay, so you both take that as you're like, oh! At this point, however, this is the key. Taste. Taste the beer. Taste what you are drinking. Make your taste rolls, gentlemen. to see if you can appreciate the beautiful complexity of this beer.
Oh man, I'm burning through so much power here. Vitality, so
Holy
weak.
shit! No fucking matches. Jesus Christ.
Bad news. I will say that one thing about this that is like, just so you're aware, I'm kind of doing it this way. Like, there is some degree of shit. Like DJ3 could still rescue this for the whole group. You know.
I'm gonna spend 3 to reroll.
Sounds good.
I will use some more power here to get some more.
You know what? I'll spend my last 2 power to get an extra die on the reroll. If that's doable.
I love it. That's all for this.
8 power to get another 4, so that's fine.
God, he's putting so much power into this, you guys.
Yeah.
2 ones, 2
Well,
twos.
first of all, it's chugging, so you know.
Yeah, DJ3's like, I have to prove to this adult doctor I'm
I don't know.
drinking
Question,
with.
DJ3, how much power do you have with this build?
42.
Yeah. See, I only have 18 with this build.
Guys, this is only legendary. You'll have to do the mythic. However, the next 2 you do here will be much easier. How'd we do, DJ3? And Dr. Markstone, you said you had some 1s in there? Some first
I had
degrees?
2 1s, 2 2s, 2 7s.
Okay, gotcha. So 3 first degree, or second degrees.
Yeah.
I have 2 8s and 2 3s, and I'm debating doing a reroll or just changing.
Changing 1 to get to 5.
No, I will do.
How much power do you have left?
9.
Yeah, that's tricky. Because you could try to keep some and re-roll the others, but yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
You could spend 5, but then if you do that, you don't have enough to change 1 after the fact. Or you could guarantee yourself a 3rd degree now.
But I feel like a 3rd degree isn't going to be enough.
So far at Legendary, a 3rd degree has been enough. It has just had some additional consequence to it. 4th degrees has been a success with no consequence for this.
Got it.
And the fact that Dr. Mark Stone has had some, he's been able to taste certain dimensions of it, but none too deeply. But he did finish drinking it, so that will help, you know.
All right, I will spend 5. Because otherwise I have to spend 4 to reroll and keep the pair.
You have to spend 5 to reroll and keep the pair. You just 3 to reroll and 2 and 1 for each of the die you're keeping.
But it's cheaper because of some shenanigans in. I think the.
Oh. If you have some reroll shenanigans, then yeah.
Yeah.
Then if you have 9, yeah, you could spend 3 for that and 5 for the thing.
Yes.
Gripping content right here, guys.
Yeah, I'll just change 1. We'll make it so I have 3 8s and we'll
3 8s. 3 8s is good. Very good. So it's all about the spreadsheeting, baby. So with that, as DJ3 drinks down Dr. Mark Stone, you finish it, but you're just like the flavors are so weird, and you're like, oh my god, is that blood? Is there a tooth in this? You're like, what is happening? But DJ3, you just like reach out and you do really experience the complexity of these flavors. You experience the complexity of this brew. And sure enough, you're able to set it down. Dr. Barkstone kind of set it down, but like looks kind of like a little dazed, looks a little confused. But DJ3, you set it down and you understand. And given all your performers, you can even probably sing a little bit of like the Oompa song behind you, kind of just like
we're gonna do
du lieber Augustin, whatever. And as that happens, she says, "You've done it! Oh, wunderbar! You've done it! They've done it, everyone! Yeah! Oh, how wonderful! You finished. And at the legendary brew. This is so impressive. Congratulations!
I told you we'd do it.
Wow, you have received something very special.
There's a prize for each one, huh?
Oh yes.
Is there another one?
Well, there are more, but this is all you can try to do today. But, what we have for you here is the Cicerone's Medallion. and she presents to you. So you know how like a sommelier wears that like medallion that they like sip from. This is the Cicerone is a sort of like beer sommelier basically. So it's this medallion, and on it, in the middle of it, on this kind of like beautiful sort of notably not silver, vampire, on this metal sort of like kind of gold medallion, is this horrible image of this like this like disgorging face green man sort of creature. It's painted green on the gold, and it's very pretty.
Yeah, look at the little thing. I'm gonna take it though, right? This is mine now.
Yes, it is yours. Very good. Auf Wiedersehen. Come back another day and try another level.
I'm gonna put it on.
Very good. Excellent work. And if everyone were here, I would let you do more levels. But since half the party is elsewhere, we'll do other levels another day. So at this point, we will.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
I'll tell you when I've. Yeah, then you can cut it. So at this point, meanwhile upstairs, Frankie and Callie, you two have gone to the library. You have your catalog points. You also are sort of the expert on Top Flight. So you sort of have been doing the most research into Top Flight. You kind of know all this stuff that you've been doing. No roll is required for you two to find the Tome of Tales after what you've done this past week. You're able to find that book relatively quickly. It is in the main stacks today. Previously, it had been in one of like the side rooms, one of the more sort of specialized things. But
Do we have to get on a ladder?
Would you like to get on a ladder?
Yes.
Roll a luck roll.
Oh no.
You might make a match.
I did.
You have to get on a ladder.
Too bad you can't fly up there.
Wow. But you, sure enough, you can find this kind of leather-bound book. Bring it down. You and Callie, you're the only people in here right now. The professor is present, but he's just kind of still working on that letter to Connor's family. You have the Tome of Tales. You understand this is a book that contains all that stuff, including Category 5, which Callie does not care for. What is it that you were looking... Because a thing that you've realized with all your catalog points is that everything can be in here. And if you want to, you can just open it and find something random. Oftentimes it will sort of show you something somewhat relevant, but with the catalog points you have, you understand that you can try to put some intention into this. You can try to put some intention to find a story that will be useful to what you're doing.
Yes.
And if neither of you... Oh, yeah, go ahead, Callie.
But KJ forgot what we're doing. I just know we needed it for something.
Fair. In that case, would you absolutely... You know what? Let's
Callie
leave
knows
this
exactly
entirely to the
what she's
dice.
doing.
Callie, would you do an analyze roll as you think about this? Frankie, why don't you do a... I think compose create is probably not right, but why don't you do a detect vibe roll? And if you wanted to put some you could spend power to get more dice on that if you wanted.
Okay, yeah, I'll add 2 die.
2 die sounds good.
3 sevens.
3 sevens. Astronomy, patterns, repetition, very useful for sort of for pros like this. Very good.
Nothing.
Yeah, those two.
Did I roll this?
Yeah.
Look at me.
Did you not? I thought you rolled these 5 right here.
I honestly can't tell.
If you want to stay with your pair of 4s, you can, or you can re-roll.
Oh yeah, I feel great about them.
All right. With a pair of 4s, that's also composition harmony, so that's a good... So basically, Callie, with 3 sevens, you know that what it is you're trying to do is to figure out if there is a way to get Connor back. You're trying to figure out if Connor can be brought back here. Frankie, you get the vibe especially with the composition, you think it's sort of like Callie knows what she's doing. She's like, so we just need to like be like, to Callie, it's like, so what we've got to do is manifest stories that are about like getting people back from places, getting people sort of that. I will say with a second degree success in what you're doing, though, you think there's maybe more of a sense of like, maybe you should just tell this book, like, show us what we need to know about Connor, rather than say, rather than be like, this is what we want. Maybe sometimes it's kind of like, to get what you want, you gotta say, show me what I need, show me what I didn't even know I need, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I've dealt with that before.
All right. You also have an additional 45 sort of catalog points that you're sort of putting into this, which is going to be much more specific. So, if you want to make an invocation before you say this, if you want to like say what it is, like, gee, I hope I find a book about, or like, show me the story about transferring between dimensions, you could sort of open that. Or, Callie, if you want to say something different based on the analysis that you've done, which means you understand that what you want is a means of Connor, or at least a means of making sure Connor's okay, or a means of knowing what's going on. But Frankie's saying, kind of, be more humble almost in what you're asking for than demanding. How would you guys like to phrase anything, or do you just want to open the sucker up?
Yes. Kelly doesn't necessarily want to bring Connor back if he doesn't want to come back. I guess.
If Mark's gonna leave, does Connor have to, like, is this a situation where he might have to come back whether he wants to or not?
Well, that's what I'm hoping not, because if we force Connor to come back and he didn't want to, then he may be worse than he was before.
Do you think Mark wants to leave?
No. I mean, he's definitely like big fish, small pond here, because he's the only one with actually any real powers. So that's probably maybe that's isolated. I don't know. We'd have to ask him. I don't know.
Yeah, I should ask him.
Okay. So we should, I guess, find a way. What we want is to find a way to transfer through dimensions with consent only.
I love it.
And maybe we can both like do like the birthday wish thing where we also think a silent thing.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Is that mandatory?
Well, I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Maybe just make a face
I
like
just-
you did.
I need a second to think of what my secret wish would be. I don't know.
But don't say it out loud.
No. Well, I mean, I would have to have a wish to say out loud to say it out loud.
I feel like the Tome of Tales is sighing somehow if it can. All right, so
the book deflates just a little
bit. These thoughts in mind, are you putting a secret thing into it? Do you have a secret desire as you flip over the pages?
I do, yes. Do I have to tell you?
I guess you don't. I mean, if you don't tell me, I don't think it could possibly happen at the game, unless it just randomly does. But you don't have to tell anyone, no.
I feel like the book will come through.
Okay. Callie, do you have a secret desire you want to tell me or not tell me?
Could Callie have it, but KJ tell you later when KJ thinks of it? Because Callie,
I love this plan.
I have no idea what it would be, but I want her to have one. I need to think on it.
Casino.
No, that's absolutely not it.
Get that out of your mind. Don't think of it.
There is a not zero chance to make it impossible to make a casino as her wish. That might be it, but I'll have to think on it.
You open the book. Based on what you're doing, and also based on the fact you had 45 of this, I'm going to say from what you've done, I'm actually kind of doing a slightly different thing. But what I've just thought of is better than what my original plan was had you guys made it to 75 and gotten this automatically. So you're getting everything you got for that, but I think in a better way. Although not for Callie. Well, maybe for Callie, not for KJ. What you find as you open it up is actually incredibly on point for this situation. Within this tome, almost like it's like a print within a major omnibus, is a beautiful kind of like oversized full color printing of a brand new comic book. It is called Rocky Jumper Power Surge 1 of 1, a special one-shot issue. And if you begin to flip through these pages, I don't know Callie's response. If Lumen were here, she would probably be trying to shoot it with light because she hates it so much. But what you have is this beautiful dialogue-free issue with these wonderful images of Rocky Jumper with the new power, and somehow, through nothing but the beautiful visual medium of comic books and sequential storytelling, with amazing artwork and incredible digital coloring. It is a breathtaking issue, something really worthy of Rocky Jumper. It demonstrates Rocky Jumper's new power, but it also conveys at the heart of it something deeper that, though Rocky Jumper alluded to earlier, is now something that both of you are learning to be sort of absolutely true in this moment, which is that Rocky Jumper's power, it is not so much simply switching things between universes. It is a more eternal, steady, rock-like wisdom, a certainty of how things could be. It's not simply switching. It is putting the layers of sort of rock, putting each stone exactly where it needs to be right now. It is a balancing force. It is almost as if, now that this has all happened, the cosmos are all orbiting around Rocky Jumper. A patriot, a hero, and now a guardian of and focal point for mysteries of the multiverse. Entities traversing into different planes than their origin, yet where they are vitally needed right now. You both understand by the end of this. Well, at least you do, no role required because of your high compose, create, and your stuff. Callie, I'll leave it to you. If you could also say that this means nothing to you because there's no goddamn words in it, but what you get at the end of this is a feeling that armament and archetype were only the beginning, but they are exactly where they need to be right now. Forget about consent. I mean, consent is, of course, like, it's important. Please don't, out of context, have me say, forget about consent. Let's not have that be an internet clip. But the point is...
Why would you put it out there?
I don't know. I don't know why I called attention after it. But simply beyond the points of, like, do they consent to this or not, one would hope they do because they are both where they need to be. The stories have taken them.
Forever?
Not forever. Where they need to be now. This is how the rocks sit now. And you have a confidence, well, at least you have a confidence. Callie, again, I don't know if you hate this as much as KJ and Lumen, but you have a confidence from this beautiful, wordless, and yet it conveys so much more without saying anything. Also, what's amazing about this issue is Rocky Jumper never moves. The camera moves around, but Rocky Jumper is static the whole time. It's just Rocky Jumper is just sitting in one place the whole issue. And...
Related. I know what Callie's secret wish is.
Okay.
Unrelated. Genuinely unrelated.
Okay. I really hope it was like Rocky Jumper is gone.
No. She wishes she always knew the right choice. Like, she had like a secret power to just know the right choice in a thing.
Okay. So this isn't like a fountain. I mean, it's a secret
no,
wish.
but that's what she said. That's what she had. If we could add a secret wish, that is her secret wish.
Understood. You hope that you can find a story about always knowing what the right thing to do is. Okay. I don't have an answer for that now because I wasn't expecting the birthday wish portion of this. However, at the end of this, you have read this beautiful, moving issue of this Rocky Jumper Power Surge 1 of 1 one-shot that is conveyed to you that perhaps they'll switch back, perhaps they'll need to switch other places, maybe they'll keep switching, hoping the next switch is the switch home. That's a Quantum Leap reference. I don't know if they say that in the new show, but that's what they said in the 80s, in the 90s. The point being, one great issue of comics. This is one of those things where you're like, oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, wasn't that one shot so good, guys? Like, we're living in a golden age of comic books. But 2, you do have a confidence that when Rocky Jumper moved them, that's only the beginning of people Rocky Jumper may need to put places. May need to move through rock to rock, from place to place, to swap, to transpose, to help reinforce the sedimentary layers of the cosmos against whatever's coming. So that is what you learn from the book. And Rocky Jumper never moves one time. It's just different shots of Rocky Jumper, no words, but it conveyed all that.
Incredible stuff.
Oh my gosh, Callie, you're gonna have to tell this to Mark. Everything that we just read. Can you convey that to him, please?
Yeah. Sorry, who's Mark?
That's right. Oh my god, please don't tell him I called him that. Oh my god.
No. Who is it though? Who's Mark? Sorry?
Dr. Stone, armament.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. Sorry. What am I not telling him? Or what am I telling him? What am I?
Well, just, no, if we're having to explain what we saw here today, then I think maybe you should do it, you know?
From this comic?
Yeah.
This one here? Tell them what
yeah,
I
like
saw here?
I mean, I can help you remember all the details if, like, because there was a lot in it, but...
Yeah, no, definitely a lot. Yeah. Yep, okay, I can do that. Yep.
Also, do you think, like, should we be worried about what the ghosts are telling Nova? Like, should we not be coming here?
No, I mean, I don't have proof, but I feel like when the ghosts tell her not to come, she just eats a bunch of chips and watches TV all day. I think she's fine. I think she just needs a mental health day every now and then. And the ghosts just tell her that.
I feel a lot better.
No, yeah, I think it's less of a warning that she'll get hurt and more of a you're working yourself too hard. You should lay back now, or you know.
Okay. Yeah, I thought this was like a Final Destination thing, and she was just like letting us get on the plane. No, she wouldn't. No. Okay.
Wow. Well, on that note, I'm gonna assume that you guys come up and does everyone sort of share what they've experienced with everyone else. I'll assume that happens, but yeah, go ahead, DJ3.
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, we won.
There you go, Frankie. You can have the medal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you can put it in your display room.
Wow.
But I'm giving it to Frankie to hold on to.
Yeah, the beer was quite strong.
Yeah, I finished mine better.
You did a great job drinking, Doug. You're clearly very experienced at it.
Do they come up with like marks on them, or are they?
They look a little worse for it, but they don't have any like physical damage or anything. No.
Okay.
But you've just thanks for doing something you just did out of nowhere. Because all right, we're gonna end in a moment. As we cut away from you guys, we're gonna cut back to the girls' dorm, where Nova is sitting on her bed, sort of saying, I mean, that's interesting, and I'm excited to go back. I keep hearing about everything from Callie and Frankie, and like I'm really excited to sort of do more. Is there so you just really think this is what we should be working on? And unseen, unheard, unsensed by anyone but Nova, this ghostly voice replies, well, yeah. And you can just keep on doing these transcriptions in secret. I just have so much information to tell you about this, darling, so that once everyone finishes researching this, you'll be ready to go with your transcribing. I've got a lot more insight into this than I thought. Oh, okay. Well, okay, great. So, and why is it so important that we get this final? What is this thing, the final? That was from Frankie stuff? Never worry about that. Just, I promise, it's not good to go now. Not until you're ready to get the final, but as soon as you are, I promise it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna make things much safer and better there. Don't worry. Okay. Well, I'll keep transcribing then. Okay. And with that, we'll end tonight's session. You really foreshadowed that for me a lot. Thank you. That was fun. Thanks for drawing attention to that for me.
I don't feel great about it.
I feel great. It said it's going to make it safer for everybody.
Is that Amaterasu or Steeplechase?
Oh, it's neither. It's not Amaterasu or Steeplechase.
All right.
Who's that? Is that a voice we've heard before?
Oh, it's a voice you've heard many times before. Although typically it's a little bit gruffer in the occasions. But when you go through the veil, maybe you try to soften things up a little bit. Don't worry about it, darling.
Not we.
Oh, Armaments heard him all right. Only once. On his first night of work.
Yep.
That is where we will end tonight's episode. But why would someone from somewhere else want you guys to research the final? We'll find out in a subsequent episode, I'm sure. Didn't care for it. Is that the end of the friendship? You're never back?
That's it.
We're all
done.
Okay. That is fair. All right. So, thank you all. This is also, and we have seen actually that Wild Dorado currently has been seen in our Top Flight games in some prologues, if you guys recall. Oh, Dan, you were there for that, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, if you weren't there for that, Wild Dorado kind of sort of infiltrated Top Flight, Top Beach. As possessing people as a ghost, and is at the computer. The last we saw of Wild Dorado said, "Who the hell is the final?" Upon getting into Synth Devil's secret.
Yes, I remember this. Yes.
Yeah. So.
And Wild Dorado, did we?
Oh yeah, Wild Dorado hasn't been summoned, but is ready to be summoned. As soon as you get like one more ghost, I think. So, fun times. Thank you all so much for watching tonight. We have some other games on this channel. On Friday, join us for Blood from a Stone. On Sunday, join us for Here Be Dragons again. It should be Strange Lore, but due to travel stuff, it's going to be that week. And then on Monday, we're back with Theme Party. A week from tonight, we are here. Even though I know that is a holiday Monday, we haven't talked about that, so maybe some people can't make it. But
Monday's a holiday?
Isn't it? Friday's a holiday.
What?
Friday's a holiday.
Friday's a holiday. We're still playing Blood from a Stone, I think, but Monday's not a holiday. It's a Monday after a holiday weekend. Some people don't make it. No one listen to me. I assume all federal holidays have to be on Mondays. That's my thing. The fact that Veterans Day is not a Monday like Memorial Day and Labor Day confuses me.
What about Thanksgiving?
Well, I get that one's different. The barbecue holidays. Okay. So that's Monday. A week from tonight, we are back with Top Flight West to find more of that, to see what they do about Gidana and the Second Hell. Very fun stuff. After that, we then have Blood from a Stone, like a week from Friday as well. But then we are off for a week. Thanksgiving week. There's nothing on the Sunday, Monday, Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and then the Friday after Thanksgiving is questionable for Blood from a Stone. It depends on if I'm delayed flying back. So, that's just a little heads up about scheduling. This game will not return, therefore, in 2 weeks, but we will be back in 3 weeks. On the 29th, we will have our next session of this. I believe the 29th is... Yeah, 29th
right.
from now. Perfect. So,
yes, that is a Wednesday, yes.
Perfect. I didn't talk about a new book fair for 3 weeks from now, but also I might need to take some time off. We might not do any downtime of Thanksgiving week anyway, because I'm traveling, so we'll talk about that on the Discord. But follow our Discord to learn about that and all the downtime for this game. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Go to our wiki to see all the cool stuff that Sophia's put together about how it all goes together, and pages about these characters and players and stuff, and it's just growing all the time and really cool. Would anyone like to plug any? KJ.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the Burly Earl for cheering 100 bits.
Thank you so much.
And most importantly, thank you to me for resubscribing for 29 months. You know, it's always a pleasure to have me here.
It is.
And I hope
September
that,
was hard.
Yeah, it was a hard month. And now we're here in Novsibir.
Novsibir. Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Well, follow Dan's. I won't let him talk anymore. Don't worry. But yeah, just follow Dan's account on Twitch so he streams sometime. Follow all these people if they're on social. Please don't follow them if they're not on social. That's a request I do have. Just like don't get a taxi and just be like follow that person because that's creepy. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been a real treat. Until next time in 3 weeks, everyone enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. But for now, class dismissed.